Oh yeah, we're doing a show.
Oh yeah, this isn't just hanging out.
We're-
We're trying
Last night was Tuesday.
we're trying to do something. And I didn't even I gave you a bunch of shit and I didn't even have this ready.
It's the meteor virus spreading all around. We're a pack of morons stuck here underground. They feed us the lies while we just stand by, drowning in the noise as the truth walks by. It's the media virus taking control.
All right, welcome back to the B block of the Media Virus Podcast. I'm your host, Matty Rockdeff, joined by the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris. And as I've explained many times in the past, planning three fucking live shows in a week is a daunting task.
Yeah.
And, sometimes we have plans, we have things going on, we have ideas, and those things fall through. And we have to come up with something pretty damn quick. So this week, in the B block, we're doing this week in history, and going through last, the 18th to the 24th. I thought it would just be fucking interesting.
Mhm.
So we're starting off today, the 18th, which would have been last Sunday.
Okay.
Born on this date was A.A. Milne, English author, best known for creating the timeless children's character Winnie the Pooh. Cary Grant, he's an English actor, and the one that matters, Dave Bautista. You might remember him from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was fantastic.
Cary Grant and his interesting accent that never sounded very British.
Post-war one peace conference begins in Paris on that day in 1919. That was where they came up with the Versailles Treaty and fucking gave birth to Hitler. So that was fantastic. Fucking great. In 1778, Captain Cook reaches Hawaii and fucked up those people for the remainder of their lives.
There's speculation that Cook had sailed this area as well.
Okay. That was 1778. In 1803, President Jefferson requests funding for the Lewis and Clark expedition. Holy shit!
They definitely came through here because
Lewis and Clark expedition.
Yeah.
They came through Delaware.
Yes.
All right.
The original Lewis and there's original Lewis and Clark stones that were set.
Lewis and Clark got stoned in Delaware.
Yep.
Dude, in 1958, the NHL is integrated.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
On January 18th, 1958, hockey player Willie O'Ree of the Boston Bruins takes the ice for the first game in the against the Montreal Canadiens, becoming the first black player. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Born in 1935 in Frederickstown, New Brunswick, Canada, O'Ree, oh shit, I hit some button. Son of a civil engineer in Frederickstown, only two black families, he began skating at the age of 3.
Wow.
How many?
I guess when you're Canadian, that's just the way it is. It doesn't matter if you're white or black. You have to ice skate. You're Canadian.
Many black professional.
We're not talking a large number here, man.
Players.
This is a known.
Are there?
I won't say it's a stereotype, but it's a known. We don't have to talk about it.
There are, approximately 23 to 26 black professional hockey players in the National Hockey League right now. One of the highest totals in the league in history at a single time. Jesus. I didn't think, because when I was growing up, there was like 3.
Yeah. Like it was still almost unheard of when we were kids.
Yeah. So that's something.
It was almost a joke if, like, In fact, I think there were movies where it was a joke where the black guy said something about going to play hockey or whatever. I know I've heard that joke made.
Dude, and when we move on to the 19th,
that was just one day. Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe was born in 1809. Janis Joplin and Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton's tits were born in 1946, along with the rest of her. But also, let's see what else is going on. Robert E. Lee was born. The first air raid on Britain during World War I. Britain suffers its first casualties from an air attack when 2 German Zeppelins.
You feel like they could have stopped them before they became a problem, don't you?
Well, because you're thinking in 2025 terms. This was 110 years ago. They didn't have anti-aircraft guns. There weren't. There weren't There's no aircraft. You don't need anti-aircraft guns.
Point taken, but still try and shoot at it.
I mean, but like
they're full of hydrogen at that point, dude. Boom.
In 1952, PGA approves participation of black golfers. Dude, in 1953, Lucille Ball gives birth on TV and in real life.
Yes. It was unheard of for an actress to appear on camera pregnant.
Wow.
Like they would always block it or.
Oh, we got
happy birthday, Mom.
To Johnny's mom, who was born on the 19th. She just turned 78. Dude, my mom's 90. Jesus, 78. I hope she's everything's functional and good with that. But your mom shares a birthday with fucking Edgar Allan Poe, Janis Joplin, Dolly Parton, and Robert E. Lee. That's pretty good company, I think. You know. Sandy Koufax becomes the youngest player elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1972. Production of Toy Story started in 1993.
Wow.
Also in 1993, Fleetwood Mac reunited to play Don't Stop at Bill Clinton's first inaugural ball. 2 things that just didn't need to happen.
But, I mean...
As if Clinton getting elected wasn't bad enough, we had to fucking deal with Fleetwood Mac. I'm sorry.
We came out of the Clinton administration winners, dude.
We did. The jokes.
Blowjobs are not sex.
The jokes were the fucking best.
Blowjobs are not sex.
Right?
Right. And the economy was fucking fantastic coming out of the Clinton administration.
Do you remember the Howard Dean scream? Now we're gonna take the White House. Yeah!
Yep.
That was on the 19th in 2004. In 2007, the first McDonald's drive-through in Beijing opened up. That is something. But yeah,
I always just have to stop and marvel at Fleetwood Mac for a moment. More at Stevie Nicks than anything else, because what really made them was the FU album that she wrote,
right?
To the 2 other people in the band,
right? That was the best.
Actually, 3 other people in the band.
I mean, that's really what made.
It's like, hey guys,
made them epic. That's what made like when you start explaining that to people, people that don't that's the one thing I like about Fleetwood Mac. Sometimes I'll be listening.
Found out that not Mick Fleetwood, Lindsey Buckingham was banging the other chick.
Yeah.
And
she wrote a whole album about it.
She wrote a whole album about how fucking pissed she was.
Right.
Took it into the studio, made them play it. Not only did it sell well, they toured behind that bitch for 2 solid years.
Well, on the next day in history, on the 20th, David Lynch was born from 1945 to 2025.
Oh.
He was director of things like Twin Peaks, Blue Velvet, Eraserhead, and Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin still kicking around, born in 1930. Became the second person to walk on the moon. Are you talking?
My favorite of the astronauts.
Your favorite?
But currently, because about 25 or 30 years ago, there was this reporter that kept following Buzz around and asking him about how they faked the moon landing. And he had gotten into it and argued with him a couple of times. And basically told the guy, "Hey, I'm sick of your shit. I didn't participate in a fake. I was really there, but this one time,
him, right?
He had enough, dude. He turned around and fucking clocked the dude. Solid, just." And it was kind of a big deal. He was old then.
Yeah. Dude, Donald that motherfucking Rumsfeld, who in 1975, who had been the youngest U.S. Secretary of Defense at 43 when he served for the Gerald Ford, becomes the oldest Secretary of Defense when he is appointed to the same job 26 years later by George W. Bush.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about President's Day, and I thought, like, what are we going to do for President's Day? And I was like, maybe we should do like unrecognized presidents.
Okay.
Right. And then start with Dick Cheney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But John in 1764, John Wilkes expelled from British Parliament. Hong Kong ceded to Britain in 1841. FDR inaugurated to a second term in 1937. And in 1942, the Nazis officially discussed the final solution at the Wannsee Conference. Nazis officials meet to discuss the details of the final solution of the Jewish question. In July 1941, Hermann Göring, writing under instructions from Hitler, had ordered Reinhard Heydrich, SS General, and Heinrich Himmler's number 2 man to submit as soon as possible a general plan of administrative, material, and financial measures necessary to carry out the desired final solution of the Jewish question. That's a really, it's funny how they used euphemisms, to make it sound okay.
Well, they sanitized it.
They kind of sanitized it, right? They changed the language to suit their needs.
That's right.
Right.
So, like, when the guys came home from World War I, they called it shell shock.
Right.
And it gets progressively softer through, every deployment till you cycle through things like operational exhaustion. Now,
apparently, it's a big, the whatever date we're on, the 20th, is a big inauguration day.
Yes.
Not only was FDR's second term, but his fourth term.
It is the inauguration day, in fact.
Well, 1961 is John F. Kennedy, and 1969, Richard Milhouse, that motherfucker Nixon. 1971, Marvin Gaye's hit single "What's Going On" released. I also think that might have been his last words. He was shot by his dad.
He was.
So it's not my joke. That's not my joke. It's an Adam Carolla joke, but I still, it's there. It's ready to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Country star Jerry Lee Lewis rocks the Grand Ole Opry in 1970.
He was a bad dude, man. My understanding is he killed a piano in a single performance and demanded a top-notch piano to play. But he just beat him to death.
1981 as Ronald Reagan becomes president. In 1982, on today, yesterday in history, singer Ozzy Osbourne bites the head off of a bat on stage. It was the event the Prince of Darkness would never live down. Ever.
Mm-mm.
And in 1993, Audrey Hepburn died. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama was inaugurated in 2009. Donald Trump was inaugurated in 2017. Kamala Harris becomes the first female vice president of 2020. Wouldn't that be Joe Biden's inauguration?
Yes. But it was not a significant inauguration for Joe.
It was the first time he was ever president.
It's more significant that she was a female vice president.
All right.
Historically.
Yeah, I mean, but they don't mention anybody other vice presidents. You know.
Again, they all had penises.
All right. Well, we're on today, the 21st.
The 21st.
Christian Dior. What's that?
You took it off the screen. I can't see it anymore.
Oh, my bad. I
didn't
hit the right series of buttons in the right order. But Christian Dior was born today.
Oh.
Jack Nicklaus was born.
Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah,
different guy.
You know, it's when I saw that I had this because I, obviously looked at these quickly.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I thought it said Jack Nicklaus, and I thought it said Gina Davis, and I'm like, weren't Jack Nicklaus and Gina Davis in a fucking movie together?
I think that what movie was that?
I don't know, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's not Jack Nicklaus's birthday. Well, I mean, I guess Ethan Allen was born, the great furniture maker.
Uh-huh.
Or wait, this is Ethan Allen, future Revolutionary War hero and key founder of the Republic of Vermont. That's different. Is it the same dude?
Same dude.
He made furniture too?
No, they just it did period furniture. So they
King Louis XVI was executed on this day in 1793. U.S. immigration station Angel Island opens up in San Francisco Bay. Referred to as the Ellis Island of the West, Angel Island in California, San Francisco Bay, opens in 1910, rather. January 21st, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I'm reading the website. And Vladimir Lenin died in 1924. That's something. The Concorde takes off 1976 on this day.
You just missed Alfalfa being killed.
Is that who that was? Carl Schweitzer?
Carl Schweitzer.
The actor who played Alfalfa in Our Gang comedy film series, dies at 31 in a fight allegedly about money in Mission Hills, California. And on this day in 2009, Toyota officially passes GM as the planet's biggest car maker. And in 2017, there was like a women's march or something. I don't know. Moving on to tomorrow's date, the 22nd.
Yeah, this is what you have to look forward to.
Right. Birthdays is George Balanchini, Piper Laurie, and Guy Fieri. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, everybody, go to Guy Fieri's fucking Facebook page right now and wish that motherfucker a happy birthday. All right. He gave us directions to Flavortown. He deserves to be recognized
with a hashtag TMVP.
Ted Kaczynski pled guilty today tomorrow in 1998. I don't fucking care about that. English poet Lord Byron is born.
I heard that there's some AI feature in some recording suites and some clip software where if you were to say something like, hey, we should tell our producer to clip that.
Yeah.
They'll take a clip out.
Right. Something like that, I hope. You'd think. 1901, the death of Queen Victoria. The Bloody Sunday Massacre in Russia was in 1905. Ukraine declares its independence in 1918. What's that?
I said Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
I don't think that's what that song's about. In 1973, Roe versus Wade is decided.
Lyndon Baines Johnson died in Texas,
1973.
Have you ever heard the old tape of him? He was just a miserable old son of a bitch. And crude.
On this, this week, Heath Ledger dies of accidental overdose. Prescriptions, 2008.
Also, the anniversary of John and Yoko appearing on the cover of, was it Time?
I don't know.
Rolling Stone, maybe. Anyway,
the 23rd. We got
from it. I missed it.
Edouard Manet.
Manet.
Edouard Manet. Cheetah Rivera.
You do.
Mariska Hargitay.
Ooh.
Yo, everybody go wish Mariska Hargitay a happy birthday.
Yeah, on all of her social media, make sure you hashtag it TMVP.
Right, and don't mention that she now looks like she's wearing a Mariska Hargitay mask. It looks like someone removed her face and then put her face back on her face.
It looks like there's a bigger person wearing a Mariska Hargitay suit.
In 1556, deadliest earthquake in recorded history rocks China.
Wow.
Yeah. Elizabeth Blackwell becomes the first woman to receive a medical degree in 1849.
There's something awful to say there. I just don't know what.
Ooh, in 1870, soldiers massacred sleeping camps of Native Americans. That's a horrible fucking thing, huh?
Yeah. But it's pretty much the way we spent the 1800s.
Ah!
As a country.
Declaring he did not care whether or not it was the rebellious band of Native Americans he had been searching for, Major Eugene Baker orders his men to attack a sleeping camp of peaceful Blackfeet. Is it Blackfeet or is it Blackfoot?
It's Blackfoot. It's Blackfoot Indians, but you could conceivably shorten it to Blackfeet if you were talking about a group of them.
Along the Marias River in northern Montana. Jesus Christ. The previous fall, Malcolm Clark, an influential Montana rancher, had accused Blackfeet warrior named Owl Child of stealing some of his horses. He punished the man with a brutal whipping. In retribution, Owl Child and several allies murdered Clark and his son at their home near Helena, and then fled north to join a band of rebellious Blackfeet under the leadership of Mountain Chief. Okay, Outraged was not his name. Outraged and frightened, Mountain Chief Outraged.
How?
Outraged and frightened.
Violently.
Montanans demanded that Owl Child and his followers be punished, and the government responded by ordering the forces garrisoned under Baker's at Fort Ellis near modern-day Bozeman, Montana, to strike back. Jesus Christ. I don't think we have to go any deeper into that horrible story.
No, it's only going to get worse.
It can't get any better. Let's see what else we got today. I don't know where the fuck we are anymore. We're going to go to the 24th.
Okay.
Maria Tallchief was born in 1925. She died in 2013. Edith Wharton, a novelist who explores social class in the Age of Innocence, 1862 to 1937. Fucking Neil Diamond guy.
Yeah, that velvet voice motherfucker.
Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. All right.
We're coming to America.
Larry Nasser, a former doctor of USA Gymnastics, is sentenced to prison for sexual assault. That's something.
He's a scumbag.
Light Horse and Swamp Fox raid Georgetown, South Carolina, 1781.
Bastards.
Gold discovered at Sutter's Creek.
Started the 49ers.
Right. Hey, in 1908, the Boy Scouts movement begins.
It's a movement.
In 1935, the first canned beer goes on sale.
Yeah, that was a big thing when they canned beer, and it was actually in can, like soup cans. Like
Right.
you had to have a can opener. Or a church key, if you will.
That's what my parents always called it. In 1943, General Paulus to Hitler he begged to let us surrender. Emmett Till murderers make magazine confession, 1956. Winston Churchill died in 1965. We found some Japanese soldiers found hiding in Guam in 1972.
He didn't know the war was over
Yeah, he's still hiding in the jungle.
for 26 years.
Nobody fucking told him. Dude, you coming out if nobody tells you to?
And that was a joke in the 60s. I remember on Gilligan's Island, they had some goofy caricature of a Japanese soldier show up in a tiny submarine.
On January 24th, 1972, local farmers on Guam discovered Shochi Yokoi, a Japanese sergeant who fought in World War II, still hiding in the jungle 26 years after the end of the war. Japanese soldiers had been trained that death was preferred to disgrace of being captured alive. Guam, a 200 square mile island in the Western Pacific, became a U.S. possession in 1898 after I don't give a fuck about any of this. In 1941, the Japanese attacked and captured it. In 1944, after 3 years of Japanese occupation, U.S. forces retook Guam, and it was this time that Yokoi, left behind by the retreating Japanese forces, went into hiding rather than surrender to the Americans. In the jungles of Guam, he carved survival tools, and for the next 3 decades waited for the return of the Japanese and his next order. After he was discovered in 1972, he was finally discharged and sent home to Japan, where he was hailed as a national hero. He subsequently married and returned to Guam for his honeymoon. His handcrafted survival tools and threadbare uniforms are on display in the Guam Museum in Agana.
Wow.
I don't know how to fucking say that, but
That's spectacular.
that's dedication to a cause guy.
Right?
He's like, there's no way. They'll be back.
Can you imagine chilling for 26 years?
I think, dude, after 3 years, I'd have just been like, let me go see what's going on.
I'm just going to go blend in with these guys over here.
Like after
Hey.
6 months, if you don't hear a gunshot, I'm going to go see what's going on.
Hey, fellas,
Yeah.
how you doing? No. No, I lost my ID when those guys took it, right? Those guys. You saw them, those fucking Chinese, from wherever the fuck they were, Japanese. You know, those fucking guys. They were just here. What do you mean?
I don't know nothing, guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean I look like them and I'm wearing their... Oh. Well, about that.
I don't know. Well, I think that's we've pretty much gone through everything of this week in history. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We're going to be coming back with Grease Monkey Pete and Big Daddy, and we're going to be telling dirty jokes and saying off-color shit. It's going to be fantastic. All right.
Can't wait.
So come back for that. Hope to see you again. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll
hope to see you again. What a nice guy. Yeah, Matty Rock Def. He really is a nice guy.
Nobody's ever said that before, ever.
I bet people really like him. He's probably well liked.
Matty Rock Def. He just gets along with everybody.
He'd probably make a great used car salesman.
This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdeff as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com. with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS-01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, coming to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com, on social media, or download us now from your favorite podcast platform.